You are looking live at
What's
us.
up?
At us. Well, I know what's up on my end. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon here. I got all access to all my stuff and everything, but
Oh, really? You called it Colder Ice is hacked again? Oh,
that's what I'm saying, man.
that is not the show.
That's the show, man. I mean, come on.
But yes, I've got hacked again, and I don't have access to my account.
To your
It is what it is.
20,000 member legions of followers.
Yeah.
They just left astray because you've been hacked. You can't access them. They
Just my
can't access
friends.
you.
It's just my friends, man. I miss my friends. Yes, there's a lot of followers, but there's only a few friends, and that's what I do miss.
Yeah,
So it is
over
what
there
it is.
sounding like Bismarcky over there. Anyway, it's
But
it's
Big
past
Friday.
it's a past the mic Friday. I've for sure thought it wasn't gonna happen since
Yeah, you was trying to cancel on me. I
I
didn't.
was
I'm
trying to
like
take it easy on a
sitting there.
Friday, but
Uh, wow,
do want to talk about
that's.
whatever.
There's a lot to talk about. Always a whole lot to talk about. Other than
Mm.
just getting hacked again, bro. two
That's
days
pretty messed
ago.
up. I'm sorry. Did we just the last show weren't we talking about this stuff?
That's what we talked about the entire show, right? It ended up,
Yeah.
and it was all these things. And actually, it's time for me to go back and just do what I said I was going to do. That's it. That's
Well,
it.
yeah. So, because when we left off, you were like, I don't know if I should come back or if I should go to TikTok or, maybe my own website. I don't know what to do, but I'm just glad to be back in. Now you ain't in.
Now you ain't in.
And how does the thought process progress from here?
The thought process progressed from to to things that you can be like emotional at one point and then say things, but then you think about it and you become a little bit more deeper depth thinking. I mean, there's certain tools that I can't really live without. It's a hard switch not having Facebook Messenger.
So that the hardest part of this?
No, I'm just saying that's one of these things. Um, it's probably one of the hardest. Yes, actually.
I mean, when you think about the things that you had access to that now you don't, what are the things that are kind of the most surprising things you find yourself wishing you had access to?
Mm, Very little, honestly. But I mean, Messenger, honestly, Messenger. A lot of other things were distraction. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not being distracted as much in terms of it. I mean, yes, yeah. I remember Miss Peggy used to always call it. She says too many people be what
Not working
social
instead of
not working,
networking.
social not working instead of social networking, you know. And so some of that I do. Um, uh, I'm capturing back some of that time. Whatever.
So
It's
wait a
I'm
minute.
just not. I'm not.
So is this a net positive then in terms of, or do you feel like you're getting more done or you're getting more important things done? Do you feel like you're less distracted because you don't have that instant messenger calling? Every time something happens, you have to look over and see and then make a determination whether, oh, I should talk about this or I'll just let that go.
Should I tell the truth?
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
No, I'd be like, man, hey, fuck it, I can go do something else. I'm not even going. I'm not even going to lie. I'll be like, oh shit, I ain't got shit else to do. I ain't got no calls to take. I got time to do what I want to do, right? And some of that, yes, is being more productive, but it's not all being more productive, you know.
But isn't
It's
that like
yeah,
a
whatever, man.
communication
It's not that
chain,
big of a deal.
a communication channel that you use for your business, like when you're coaching, don't your
Absolutely, man. It's
so how does that affect that?
it's but there's so many ways uh because I'm dealing right now with the the ecom AI boss thing, right? So I got a couple of few people in the program, and I got to meet with them. but it's like all the communication is done via email. You
Yikes!
know,
Really?
yeah. I mean, a lot of business is done. I mean, from one to many it's an email. You know,
So is that better or worse?
it's just it is allowing me to not uh, be as accessible as I used to be.
And that's a good thing.
I don't. It is what it is. It feels good right now. It might not, but I mean, I don't have as much access um, to information, which information can be. That's really what it is. Information is overload sometimes. I don't have as much access to information, so now I can think.
But you also did a lot of posting on a daily basis, like between your question of the days and you would always comment on whatever the news of the day is.
Yep,
So
distractions.
you're not missing that.
No, actually, I'm that I kind of, and I remember when I got it back on last week, I was like, I'm not on it as much anymore, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be on it as much anymore. I really was balancing between, shoot, should I keep, because I don't.
Well, let me ask you because this stuff
Crazy.
is fascinating because I never got it.
I
I
just
never
need
did
some
that.
time.
Oh,
You never
but
what?
I never did that. But so did you feel like you had to do that
I
kind of
mean, did
stuff?
you do it when you went to India?
Not really. I mean, yeah, maybe once in a while. Not actually not all that often. But
No,
I
when
mean,
you said you never did what? I'm sorry.
I don't do a whole lot of like posting about just everyday stuff. It's
Or making comments to
or
people's
making comment. Yeah,
posts
I just
or reading people's
I mean, I'll be honest too. I mean, I used to do that stuff like years ago, but I thought I had to do that in order to stay connected and to build an audience or
nah,
whatever.
I don't
But
care
I
about
don't
that.
I don't I haven't felt like that in like I don't know since 2010 or something like
Yeah.
that. But did you
That's
feel like you needed to do those things? Because you were building you built a lot of followers.
those
Is that something that you
bro,
felt you had to do?
bro.
What?
Everything I've ever done in my life, I've done it for my own reason, because I think
Right.
I've been thinking about a lot of things, man. It's
It's
like
about time.
shut up. Seriously, I'm thinking about like, way before anybody was doing, long formatted video blogging that they're doing now on these social platforms. I was doing that on Facebook,
No, you had
right?
that. What do
I
you
had
call
the
that
ride
thing?
along.
The midnight beta. Actually, I
I
was
had,
thinking that
I
was
had
before that.
that. Yeah. Did I do that daily? I
You did
did
that
do that
weekly.
daily.
You did that weekly.
Was it
You were
weekly? Yeah, like on a
yeah.
Friday or
The
something.
midnight betas. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was just for fun. You know,
Yeah.
asking
Well,
questions of the day didn't start out as some sort of strategy. It's just for fun.
no, but let me ask you this. So, because I think this has happened to me a couple of times at least. Because I
Uh-oh.
I remember doing the music thing on Friday nights,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it was cool because there was nobody else doing it at the time. But then when everybody else started doing it, I was like, next. Did you
Yeah.
feel like that when you were doing stuff?
No, I never let other people's opinions and thoughts and the zeitgeist of the world. It doesn't influence me at all.
No. So you never got tired of well, geez, people because you had people doing the same stuff you were doing, like
They're always
you know,
doing the same stuff I'm doing.
people started doing like the question of the day stuff and the
Always.
ride along stuff. And then it seemed to me, at least from the outside looking in,
Uh,
once you saw more and more people doing that, I saw you not doing it as much.
yeah, I mean, but I was done. I was done. I don't know.
Why were
I
you
don't know.
done?
All I'm saying is, I mean, if we go all the way back to what the thing is I don't know. It's like I'm done with Facebook for now because I can't get in. You got to make the best out of whatever's given to you, man. If you got lemons, make lemonade.
But I
I
mean, I'm
mean,
like, what
but
you're
oh,
gonna,
anyway,
you'll eventually get in, but will you want to go back? Like this is the second time in a row. Do you
I
feel
don't
like
know. I
you
don't
still
know.
don't know, huh?
No, I'm not going back to. I mean, I've already. Yeah, I need to do what I'm doing. I'm doing fine. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. I got a lot of shit on my brain. I need to be focused on the shit on my brain. You know,
Yeah, you do have a lot of shit on your brain.
whatever,
Tell you that.
whatever. But any rate, moving on,
Well, let's see what Big Al Berkson says. Sometimes you don't get the
dude.
same value out of something as when you. That's for sure.
I just seen a. I just see. Oh, that's what I got to do. I'm so glad, Alan. I hope you're still there. Hold on 2 seconds, because if I find this, I have got to share this. I happen to go. I was looking for like a communication from you. Oh, you know what? I went to our chat. You ever use that? Google Chat.
I used to use it a lot.
You used to use it a lot, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I use that still to this day. That's how I chat with my VAs. I use Google Chat. I don't use, that's another thing too. I mean, literally, Facebook is not all that much for business. It is a pleasure, for me, right? But at any rate, so this chat, I go back and it's between me and you, right? And I go back, where is
That
this
was a long
thing?
time ago.
It's a long time ago, right? So this is for 2016, right? You sent me this link and let me open it. And then I got to share this with you because this is hilarious. Uh, Let me get my.
This is a big buildup. This better be funny.
It's interesting.
All right,
Let's put it
better
like
be
that.
interesting.
Okay, so let's present. Hey, see, I remembered this. And share
Yeah,
screen.
you just
Look
did it
at
last
me.
week.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Let's see.
you're not senile. That's great.
I'm not exactly. All right. You see this? Papers Post Office?
Will it get you paid? Oh, sorry.
Right. Anyway, close that. Look at this.
Oh my gosh! Wow. So this is November 25th, 2016.
Yeah.
Alan, do you remember this? I think was this like on a Black Friday or something?
hmm
Because it says
Friday,
November.
November 25th.
Yeah, I remember this. It was like, yeah, it was on small. I put it on Small Biz Trends.
Yes, this is Small Biz Trends. And it was funny when I was opening the page, I was like, Small Biz Trends is looking kind of old school. And I'm like, oh, that is the old school page.
Yeah, that is from 7 years ago.
I know that was hilarious, man. I'm like, there we are.
And Alan
So anyway,
remembers, so that's good.
and Alan remembers.
Who's
That's
the other
crazy.
dude? 'Cause I can't remember that. Oh, wait a minute.
He was
It's
the guy from
Peter
Ad Shoppers.
Peter
Remember that?
Mesmer.
I
Yes,
wonder if
Peter
he's still
Mesmer.
around. You still
Yeah.
know that? You still keep in touch?
No, I just read his name on the thing, man.
I remember Ad Shoppers. What did they used to do?
I remember that the founder of that was like a Joe West or something like that. Does that name sound familiar? Joe West.
Mm. Ad
Wow.
Shoppers says bringing shoppers and brands together.
You
Created in
you introduced me to
2011.
that guy. You introduced me to whoever I thought his name was like Joe West or something like that. I don't know.
Might have been. He probably is.
Man, that was a long time ago.
I know it was exactly 6 years ago, but right
No,
because
it's
that was
about to
in
be 7.
2016. It was about 7 years. It was about 7 years.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's about almost exactly.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
I know it was just freaking, but it's just funny that Alan also was the one that was still on the
Yeah,
comedy
now you're making
communications.
Alan go search his old AOL
Okay.
instant messages. Good luck with that, Alan. Take all the time you need.
Oh my gosh. So anyway,
All right. So why did we go there? I can't even remember what brought us there, but
oh no, just because Alan triggered me.
Oh, is
Was,
that it?
yeah, but I had set it up. I was like, oh, I'm going to show this to Brent on the show. And then here comes, and I had forgotten because you got me reminiscing over things I used to do on Facebook.
Yeah, like going all the way back to last week when you actually had access again.
All the way back. But at any rate, I mean, it is what it is. I believe I'll get it back at some point. So I don't think it's like
But will
lost
you trust
forever.
it? I mean, can you
I
trust it?
can't. How can you trust something that's happened? But you know what? I just got a story. Here's the thing. Somebody sent me my husband sent me this, man. That there's there's a lot of this going around right now, and they're trying to get these accounts, and they're using things like what it was cookies to get into some of these accounts.
Oh wow.
Right. And so it was from Vox.com, the anatomy of a Facebook account being hacked or something like that. That's the anatomy of a Facebook account heist, So it just came out today, man. And
Damn.
this lady, she had her, stuff taken at 2 a.m. when hackers struck. She was
Wow.
locked out. Then her account. This is crazy with hers. She got locked out, and then they changed her account to somebody else.
Oh,
So they just wanted the aged account, and then they took down all her pictures, put up somebody else's pictures.
damn.
That's insane.
So only thing that's happened to you is you basically getting locked out, but they're
Right?
not
Don't
posting.
say only. I don't know what's happened right now because hopefully I'll get back in. But that's all I know of because you said that I wasn't being shown
Well,
to the
that was as
audience.
of whenever I looked last.
Yeah.
Could
So
be a
I
whole
don't know,
different ball
man.
game now.
That
Let's see.
is just a
Oh
lot.
shoot, the page is up.
The page is up.
The page is up.
Oh God.
Check it out. I mean, I don't see anything weird on it, but oh wait a minute, maybe this is just the ecom boss thing.
Uh,
It's yeah, this says John Lawson HQ.
okay, that's my business page.
Okay, let's
So
see if
no,
I
it's
can
John.
find.
It's facebook.com/ColderIce.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Colder ice.
See, there's so many, you know.
Funny enough, yeah, I'm not seeing it show up.
Does it give you that error?
Well, I did a search just on Colder Ice, and it doesn't have any links to anywhere where it says Colder Ice.
Anyway.
Well, also, I mean, it could be worse.
No, but put in facebook.com/ColderIce and see if that comes up. That's like my profile link.
It, every time, see it, whenever I had your, let me see, let me go
You done
to,
it. It's your browser memory crap.
yeah, it's probably on the other machine I use. Let's see, John Lawson the third. And if I go view profile, yeah, now it's still saying this content isn't available right
Okay.
now.
All right. Yeah. So that gets me hopeful.
Well, hopeful, but you know, once again, it gets you to the point of saying you can't really trust that you'll need access when you need
But
it.
that's not, honestly, that's one component of it, right? But this is one of the reasons why I never use uh, a single sign on from Facebook or Twitter. I never use those single sign ons because what if that was my single sign on for all these other, places?
You know, this is why I never do anything critical on Facebook or Twitter. Um, I didn't.
Yeah.
None of my business stuff is on there. I mean, LinkedIn is the main thing, and I trust
But I mean,
LinkedIn
you could
way
have
more
that
than
happen. I mean, it could happen anywhere.
it could happen anywhere. But it's stuff. This is you're not the first person I know of that's gotten hacked. I
Yeah,
don't. I'm trying to
that's
think.
true. It's definitely a
Has
lot of
anybody
people.
I
You're
know
right.
gotten hacked on LinkedIn? I haven't heard
Not
of anything
really.
like that.
Not really. Not that I know
I
of
haven't
either.
even heard of it on YouTube.
I haven't even heard of it. Yeah, I was about to say I've never heard of it on Google. Really.
So yeah, this is so
So
what?
this is what you're pointing out is what I was telling my husband today. I'm like, this is not by incident. This is by, you know, completely. They have ignored what's going on because it only happens here.
You know why? Well, I was gonna say it's because Nobody's, the vast majority of people aren't really paying actual money to Facebook for anything. Yeah, you
Are
got
you
folks
kidding
like,
me?
well, yeah, folks like you that, do the advertising, but I mean, shoot, I've never spent a dime on this. And I'm sure there are more people like me than there are like you.
Well, I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of people that make businesses on Facebook.
I'm
A
sure
lot.
there
I mean,
are.
no, I'm just saying. I mean, Facebook is a business platform. It never wants to be called one, but there is no other place where you can. If the thing we're on doing, what we're doing right now, actually started from Facebook. This company wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Facebook Live, right? There would be no need for StreamYard, honestly, if it
Well,
wasn't for
I don't know if I
Facebook
go.
Live.
I think, yeah, YouTube was already,
Right, but
going down
nobody was
that
using.
path.
No, nobody
And
was.
and I
Right,
think I would
it
say it
wasn't
was
being
actually,
used.
I would think it was Vine that really, really started that process. And what was the other one that?
Vine was 8 seconds long. What do
Yeah,
you
but
mean?
it brought all this attention
And Vine
to.
wasn't live, but I know what
Well, no,
you're
there was the
talking
one
about,
that
the TikTok one.
no, I'm talking about the one that Twitter bought. I
A
think
Twitter one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
was it
Twitter one.
Penguin, or I can't remember the actual name, but they bought something
Yeah.
and then they killed it, which made absolutely no sense whatsoever. But
It was
uh
just before its time.
it was just, yeah, it was just before
There
its
was a
time.
whole lot of things going on. Remember there was a Blab? You remember Blab?
Yeah, yeah, I remember.
People had their own show. Wait, I mean, okay.
There's
Anyway,
a ton of
okay,
that
good.
stuff.
Yes, there's a ton of that stuff.
But I tell you right now, I think one of the main jumping off points for this stuff was when LinkedIn went. People forget LinkedIn Live has been around for like, is it going to be 4 years? Because I got it
Probably.
when I got it when it first came on. It was like July of, I think it's a little over 3 years.
Right.
Probably right. Um, and to me, well, now from the business perspective, because I can speak to that probably better than any other stuff. Because I wasn't doing a lot of video before. I wasn't doing any streaming videos, but like that.
It's not a business perspective. It's a tool.
But what I'm saying is the audience that I was talking to was, and I was
Okay. Well,
really,
you can
it
figure out as a tool.
was LinkedIn, and when they provided a platform for streaming
Uh-huh.
video, then it got interesting to me. All
Okay.
that other stuff
But
was
it all
around.
started because of Facebook.
No, I'm not gonna. No, I don't think it was all because of Facebook.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it was something else that got Facebook interested, and then they added it on because Facebook
No, no,
Live
no,
wasn't
no,
the
no, no,
first
no.
streaming video
Which
platform.
there it was the first one inside of a social platform.
Okay, inside of it, so yeah, but there was these
Okay, well,
single,
where's
but
all the people at?
but
People are all in social platforms.
all these little apps, like whatever that Vine, they were single platform apps
Vine was
that ended up getting bought and rolled in, and then LinkedIn was like, "Oh, I guess we better do
it
that." I
wasn't
mean, not
Vine.
LinkedIn. I
You
guess it
can't
was
keep saying
Facebook.
Vine. It was
I'm
Vine was
whatever
a
it was.
eight
It
second.
was that one that they bought. I can't remember
Vine
what
was
it
the
was.
TikTok.
Well, Vine got killed off by the thing that came next. I can't.
Yeah,
I think it begins with the P. I can't remember, but it was the one that
I
Twitter
remember.
bought.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Though.
Yeah, that was
Telescope.
Periscope.
Periscope. There you go.
Periscope.
Yep.
That now that's the one.
Right, but nobody was using it
But then why did Twitter buy it if nobody was using it?
because they could see that it was going to be, and
That's
like you
why I'm
said, they
saying
killed it.
It started with that. There was something
Yeah,
about
but I
that
mean,
one.
it didn't. Yeah, you could say yes. I could definitely agree that that started before this. But when Facebook turned it on, it became a thing. Yes, there are
No,
other things that were
they
around that.
rode the wave,
Okay, whatever, man. They
but
got
it started with that
billions of
Periscope
people on
thing.
their
No,
platform.
I forget who. And Periscope was, it was founded by some other two guys that did something before that
Oh
and
my
sold,
God.
and then they built that, and then they sold to Twitter. And they actually, there was a documentary on this. If I'm not, and I think I'm getting the story right now. There was a documentary. They were, the thing that they said was their worst move was selling to Twitter.
I mean, how many CEOs say that?
I don't know,
Absolutely.
but these
Absolutely.
guys. There's a documentary. I think it was on Hulu. I can't remember because
So
those
they got a
dudes.
documentary on that on the relationships between those guys, or is it about Twitter buying
No,
those guys?
no, no. It was about them because after
Really?
Yeah, because they did it this other platform. It was like an online. It was another like a streaming video show thing.
Uh-huh.
But I had never heard of until this documentary, and it's like it was huge. But before they,
Alan's been yelling Periscope, Periscope.
well, we already talked about that, Alan. We got
No,
Periscope,
we got it now. Yes, okay.
but I'm
And he
saying this,
keeps saying the wrong thing.
it's
You're
like,
right.
yeah,
You.
highlight or I can't. No, I said Periscope.
Yeah, no, you keep saying Vine. But
No, I
anyway,
said
let's
Vine. I
move
said the
on.
thing after Vine.
Let's move on to the argument. The argument is, did the chasm get jumped when Facebook
Yeah,
put
there
it
was a
inside of
meerkat.
Facebook?
Forget
It
about meerkat.
absolutely did. Huh?
Well, I think it got accelerated.
Yes, absolutely.
But then YouTube and TikTok really, and wasn't there something else before TikTok that even that kind of got the ball rolling? And then TikTok just came out of nowhere and just overtook everybody when it comes to this stuff.
Well, TikTok used to be a different platform, and they renamed it and rebranded TikTok. It used to be called Musically, and it would be little kids that would make these videos of them singing somebody else's song. It was called music, and they weren't singing live; they were just dancing and pretending like they were Musically.
Yeah,
That was the original Twitter. I mean TikTok.
And see, that's why I didn't give a damn about that stuff because
And
I didn't look at this stuff, for entertainment purpose, But for whatever reason, LinkedIn,
tell you, man, I'll
3
tell you,
years ago
TikTok.
came in with LinkedIn Live. That was it. That's when it connected with me because that was the audience I was looking for. I wasn't looking for, I wasn't
Yeah,
trying to show off
absolutely.
and all that stuff.
People
But when
want to go where you got to go where your audience is. That's
yeah,
obvious.
well,
And there's several different platforms for
they
different
strap, but
audiences.
see but LinkedIn Live it's actually taken off. It was a great move for LinkedIn because it to me, although you could write articles and they have that newsletter thing and all that, and you could post, it was LinkedIn Live
Let me
that.
ask you a question.
Can
Would
I
you
get the
call
sentence
LinkedIn?
out before you ask
Oh,
me
I'm
the
sorry. I'm
question?
sorry. Sorry.
I said it was because of LinkedIn. LinkedIn Live was really the first real on ramp to making LinkedIn an actual platform for media, because before it was
It was
still
trash.
heavily
Yeah, it was
dedicated.
trash.
No, it was meant for
It was
what, for
it was
resumes
what
and
it
all
was.
that.
It
It was
was what it was.
resumes and connections and
But
intros.
they're trying to get it more and more sticky.
They're doing.
Every day.
I think they're doing a pretty good job.
I
Well,
do think they're doing a great job.
they're doing.
But I mean, I think and I will agree with you that the LinkedIn live broadcast has definitely a lot of potential. I do at the same time think they're not leveraging it
Oh, I agree with
to,
you on that.
you know,
Absolutely.
and yeah, I mean, I think this area should be really focused in on it. They got it better than other platforms. Their version to me of what they could do is way better than what Facebook and Meta could do.
That's because I think Facebook and Meta just they did it. Oh, we need to do this video thing. It's taken off, and they
Yeah,
just
they just
strapped it
saw it
on
and just threw it in.
without
Yeah,
any
and that's what
real
they do.
strategic move around it.
Yeah, but that's what they do.
That's what they do. But
That's what they
LinkedIn,
do.
because LinkedIn is not at its core a social network. At its
Yeah.
core, it was meant for people trying to find jobs. So
I
they
still think, yeah, I mean,
But
LinkedIn's
I
all
think that,
right.
but I think
I mean,
that's
LinkedIn's
the
okay.
lens. That's still the lens that they do things from. And I think in this regard, it was good because they didn't just
Yeah, absolutely.
flash it out there. They put it out there with the context of the business
Uh,
stuff. So I
I
think
don't know. I mean, come on.
you look.
I mean, come on. The rollout of that thing was
Oh,
really not
the
great.
rollout was trash. But I'm
Okay, but
saying,
that's what I'm saying. So when you're
but
like, they came in with a
but
strategy,
no,
I'm
I'm
like,
not saying
bro,
that.
it was kind of
What I'm saying is they kept it in the lens of what they were there. That thing was
okay,
meant for, which is business. It wasn't
okay,
just thrown out there and willy nilly like that.
yeah.
Everybody used it because everybody initially, at least, it's starting to change. They looked at LinkedIn as the social network for business. So everything that they did had that business context to it. So when they put LinkedIn Live out there, people were using it from a business perspective, not from
I
just
think
putting out your kids' dresses.
that has more to do with the way the audience is using it more
That's
so
right,
than the
because they
direction.
cultivated a business audience, an
Okay,
audience
well,
for business communications.
okay,
So when
great.
they added LinkedIn Live,
But let
that
me
was
ask
a
you a
video
question.
streaming
How do
platform
you
for business
compare that?
communications.
How do you compare that to Facebook? There, I mean, that's two different
I really
from
don't.
from this in this perspective, in this argument, or at least this conversation. I don't understand where LinkedIn even is in the conversation when I say that Facebook is the leap. That's all,
Well,
right? But I mean, I
I
get
just
it.
don't
Yes,
agree
they
that
have
it's
a
the
different
lead.
audience.
I
That's
agree that
their
they did.
audience. It was
I
made. They
I
used to.
agree. I agree that Facebook made the leap, but they didn't create the leap. They made the leap,
Okay,
and because there
whatever.
were so many people, the kids at the time were still with Facebook.
The
They left
kids,
alone. Yeah. Now it's
the
people like
kids
you,
were not on Facebook.
like
Matter of fact,
grandkids
they
now.
brought it in to bring the kid. Everything Facebook does,
It's for the
they
kids.
from a kid's from the youth perspective.
They love
That's
the
what they
kids.
they just had their announcements, and the announcements they're giving out. I'm like, really, oh, you can create your own little stickers with our AI, and the people are like, yeah, yeah, really. Is that what we've come to now, where we are just trying to create AI stickers that have never been created before, so we
Some
can
people
put
are
them
apparently.
in our chat. It's weird. It's weird, but that's the way Facebook does what Facebook does. I mean, hey, it's $1 billion company. I can't say
Hey,
a whole hell damn a lot about that company.
they
And
all I can say is great
you
move
know,
buying
we could
Instagram.
we could
Great
we
move buying WhatsApp.
yeah. I mean,
Can't
but I'm
blame them
saying
for
if
that.
we compare Facebook to LinkedIn, I mean that's kind of like comparing my business to I don't know. Staples or Office Supply Depot I mean, it's just the size difference between those two is ginormous.
Yeah, because Facebook once again is like what the mall used to be, where you could go to the mall and see all sorts of stuff. There was no rhyme or reason. It was just a bunch of stores. Whereas LinkedIn is more you go to this thing, it's all
Again,
about
I
business.
don't think we could compare those two.
I
They're
just
not even in the
compared them. I'm
same.
saying they're different. That's how I'm
Oh,
comparing them.
okay, yeah.
They're different. One is
Yeah.
a general mall with all sorts of stuff. One is much more about one thing and one thing only, and different perspectives of that one thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
It's just a niche.
Yeah, it's a business niche. It's
Yeah,
like a
just a
most,
niche.
and I would say like you more like a B2B and enterprise business niche.
Not necessarily.
I would
Not
say that.
necessarily. I mean, most of the things that happen on that platform are business to employee kind of
But
situation.
we're talking enterprise
Yeah,
uh,
but I mean,
stuff.
enterprise,
And businesses that are
they're there to
selling to
attract,
enterprise businesses.
they're there to attract more clients, right? But I also think they're there to attract more brain power and find good workers,
Oh, that's
you
what it
know?
started out to
And
be,
that
of course. Yeah.
exactly, that's what the platform is built for, right?
Yes, I
So I
agree.
don't see some big shift by putting the video on the platform changing any of that. I mean,
Oh, it's
that's
absolutely
still
because video is just another form of
uh-huh.
communications. Video
Yeah.
changes everything.
Okay,
It,
but I'm saying it didn't
but
change
but
the
that business.
direction of LinkedIn
Oh, I
being
think
a
it is in the
business to
process of
business.
doing that though. Well,
Maybe they are.
LinkedIn was once again the
Uh,
foundation is people wanting to get jobs and recruiters looking
right.
for great talent so
And
that
you're
they
saying
can.
that's changed.
That's the absolute. I can
Okay.
talk to like 100 people,
Okay.
and about 90 of them will have nothing about looking for a new
Looking
job
for
right
work.
now.
And
Right.
I always see looking for work stuff.
Well, that's still their foundation. So of
Yeah,
course,
no, yeah. I
but
don't know.
it's
But
more than that.
it's like but I still don't see I mean, I see some of the video that's on there, but most of it's not necessarily. Here's the thing, in my opinion, okay? I think Facebook was made for quote fun. All right.
Absolutely,
All
absolutely. I
right.
totally
So
friends and family.
okay. And I mean, there's just no comparison between that and LinkedIn. I just don't,
Absolutely.
other
Right.
than the fact that they both run on the internet. Okay, yeah. They
Well,
both
they're
have people.
at
Okay, yeah.
at its core, they're both about relationships. It's just different kinds of
Or
relationships.
different times of relationships,
Different kinds of relationships.
not
Yeah.
kinds.
Different
But
kinds
to
of
say,
relationships.
here's the thing. Here's it's
I don't if I'm trying to get hooked up with a
uh-huh,
job on LinkedIn, I don't
uh-huh.
need to be talking to the person on Facebook about how's your cookout. Now
Yeah,
that might help, but I don't
but
need that.
but I was about to say, if I know about your cookout, I'm much more apt to be,
Mm,
yeah. Trust. Why the hell you think people fly you around the world to go to a stupid party after their conference?
not for me to go to their cookout.
But that's all it's
That's
It's for
part of it.
it's for
That's like
networking. That's all I'm saying.
that's the
You can't have
extra.
you can't have you can't have good business without the networking. It's got to have some fun at
You
it.
could
Or I'm
well
not gonna. I mean, come on.
look. We can go all the way back to the
So my
original.
point. Oh, I'm sorry, but my point is that on Facebook you do have the ability, and a lot of people do a lot of business, enterprise wise and otherwise, on Facebook. I think you are
It happens.
very. Huh.
Yes, it happens.
I mean, it happens a lot.
But
Hell, I
it
mean, I don't even have a, an account really on LinkedIn, and
uh
I've got a lot of corporate clients.
funny, L Nicole, because I'm such a party animal. L Nicole knows that. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Good to see you, L Nicole.
Where's the
Um,
last time you seen her?
well, she used to be an analyst and she used to be at all these events, but
See, I was about to say, was that an
but
event?
she wised no, but she wised up and now she's an evangelist for actual a real a e-commerce, a headless commerce platform, a content platform. Content. Have you ever heard of Contentful?
Contentful. No, I haven't heard of contentful.
You should.
Well, I'm
Anyway.
pretty content.
And you're really full of it. So
Oh my God.
there it is. No, this is I'm just really
So
interested.
I mean, people in the audience, tell me, can you compare those two? Most of the people on LinkedIn have Facebook accounts that they use daily.
A lot of people that are on LinkedIn have sworn off Facebook.
I'm just going to say,
Just
most
saying.
of the people on LinkedIn have used Facebook and
Of
used it
course,
daily.
because
All
we
right.
all have friends and family, even if we don't
Exactly.
need to
So
look
that's
for a
why
job.
if they're there, you can capture their. It's not
Oh,
like you turn off your corporate thinking when you move from Facebook to LinkedIn. If something
absolutely.
gets your attention,
Some
it'll get
people
your
like
attention.
keeping their personal stuff personal and
Yeah,
their business
but you
stuff
don't.
business.
But not
That's
in your brain.
it
We're
is
talking
in
about,
some people's brains. It
bro.
is.
You might, it might be in posting, but not in consuming.
Some people
Oh, you're not going
are
to
just
consume.
like that.
Hey, it was on Facebook. I'm not going to watch that. Oh my
No,
God.
some people are like, "Look,
No,
why do I even need to go on Facebook?
I didn't
I
say
don't.
that. I already said
I'm
that
just,
they're at Facebook. I already made that
but
claim at the
I guess what I'm
beginning.
saying is
Oh wow, check it out. Hey,
there is
check it
no
out.
one way. There's
Look at
no
that.
one
Look at
way to
this.
do
Look
it.
at this. I'm looking at that page, and it's got the X um, little logo instead of the tweet. The bird is dead. Bird's dead.
Okay.
The
It's
bird's
been
dead.
dead for me for a long time.
Ah,
Nicole says there is a Venn diagram of LinkedIn and Facebook, and the overlap of people I want to connect with on both is limited. Used to have a bigger overlap on Twitter, but X isn't really doing. Yeah, I mean there's so much flux going on with all
look,
this stuff.
we are not talking about me and you and Nicole. We are talking
What's
about
wrong with
the
that?
masses. And what I said was simply that most people, that's the word I use if I'm not mistaken, that
Yeah,
have LinkedIn accounts
I don't know how you.
use Facebook. Not only did I say use Facebook, I said use Facebook daily. That's what I said.
I'm see you
I'm
say
just
most
telling.
people, and I don't think it's most people. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
bro,
I think.
we
Did
can
you see
find it
that?
out.
Let me
Hey,
put that
I'm
quote up
not
there
gonna.
again.
Hey, it ain't like I got some chart that I got that from. That
Look,
is a Johnism.
yeah, that's why I know it ain't true. Look at what Nicole said. The overlap of people I want to connect with is limited on both.
Mhm.
I think there's more. there's probably a
Nicole,
way.
I
There's probably a
totally
way to
agree
bring
with
that.
you. I totally agree with you because I feel the same way on LinkedIn people.
Right.
I mean,
You actually.
I'm like not looking out to trying to get there to get to those people necessarily. I know those people, most of them I know from where,
Well, but see, you've always had a much
Uh,
stickier connection with people on Facebook. And I think part of it is
yeah,
because,
that's my choice. That was my platform of choice. Yes.
or it was the one that just fit. Because I don't know. I mean, what
We
you
found
always,
each other.
but I guess the thing is, you tend to work with smaller businesses
Yep.
and people like that are doing e-commerce, and there a lot of those are like one-off entrepreneurs, startups.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you're gonna
Definitely
find
my
more of
audience.
those folks
Okay.
on that,
So
right?
so what's your point?
My
I
point
thought
is,
that was obvious.
well, but my
That's
point
why
is,
we look, bro. That's why we're on the show together. We have different
but I'm
perspectives.
saying
Okay, I'm
LinkedIn.
glad you just woke up to the
Yeah, well,
psychology.
I'm trying to get it out. LinkedIn is a completely different set of people, so
Yes.
with very little overlap. That's all
No,
I'm
it's a
saying.
different
Very
conversation.
little
It's not different
overlap.
people.
Very little.
It's not different people. It's a different conversation.
Let's see. Lots of conversations recently with biz folks who have LI accounts they've barely used. Barely used. Most of them have. Most people are still. I shouldn't say most because I don't want to be like you. There's a good number of people that are still using LinkedIn the way it was traditionally meant to be used, which
But
is for
did you see
jobs.
what he said?
I put it up and read it.
Yeah.
But all I'm
So he
saying,
said lots of conversations he's had with
yes,
business folks.
yes. Well, that's because Alan is a
Okay.
gat. He's
God.
Mr. He's like you. You guys are all social. You talk to everybody all the damn time.
Oh, this is the
I'm not like
problem.
that.
Okay, well, see, you know what?
Matter of fact, I
Now,
don't even want to see you
this,
most of the
honestly,
times.
this is the difference. Okay, this is definitely the difference. If you want to go, there's a
I really
difference
do want to
between
go.
no, if there's a difference between the New York Post and the Wall Street Journal.
Of course, there's a difference.
Okay, so
Different demographic it's
that's
meant for.
exactly. So that's
Just
the
like
same
LinkedIn has a different
thing.
demographic it's focused on, and
That's the
Facebook
same
has
thing
one.
with Facebook and LinkedIn.
Absolutely.
But what I'm telling you is most of the readers of the Wall Street Journal, and I'm not saying this in real time, have read, how about that? Have read the New York Post within the last 2 weeks,
Nah, a lot of them
two
have, but they
weeks,
just won't
maybe a
admit
week.
to it.
Exactly. See, so that's so this is the problem with you LinkedIn
No,
folks. You
don't
LinkedIn
be
folks are
bringing me
reminding,
in
yeah,
here.
yeah. You LinkedIn folks are now,
No,
y'all are like the,
I'm more at
the
YouTube.
city
I spend more of my time.
suburbanites.
Look, I spend more of my time watching stuff on YouTube. I don't pay
Okay,
attention to a
now
lot of
we don't even need to talk about the trash you watch on YouTube. That is trash. I don't understand it.
no
I
trash.
don't get it.
It's educational
It
for research purposes.
reaction videos
I love
are
them.
not, I know. It is it is I mean like why do you be
I
sending me these
love them.
reaction videos?
I
I
can't
hate
tell you
those
why.
people.
I
Yeah,
love those people. I
I
don't really
see
care.
that's the thing.
Here's the thing. I really don't care about the people.
Yeah, you just
I
want the
like the
reaction.
reaction
You
to
just
the,
like the reaction.
and it's
It's
only to certain
hilarious to
things.
me.
Only to certain things. If they react to a whole bunch of stuff, I ain't watching that. If it's Prince,
Yeah, you'll
if
do
it's
you just
somebody's first time looking at a Prince song or
uh
lyric, I'm hooked.
so
I got
that's
to see what that initial reaction is.
have you heard some? You have you heard that? I don't know. John was playing this morning. The new Prince song. One of
I
the.
saw they posted it on YouTube.
Is that where it's at? Oh man,
Mhm.
dude, liking
I
it.
can't wait till my thing comes in. It's supposed to. Well, it's next month.
Yeah, 26.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, hey man, we have a smorgasbord of content, and guess what? It's getting better.
A smorgasbord. I can't even say that. But let's go to. Oh, Nicole has a hot pick
Top pick.
for a
YouTube
YouTube
channel.
channel. Bomb. See, you got to.
Fine art
Nicole,
restoration.
can you give me one that I could pronounce?
Baumgartner.
Baumgartner Fine Art
Baumgartner.
Restoration.
Fine art
That sounds
restoration.
really highbrow.
Um,
But El Nicole is kind of a highbrow person. Do
actually,
you know she
might.
can fly her own plane?
That's awesome.
She's great. Yeah.
I might actually like this. Let me see if this is what I think it is.
Oh, you
Oh
need
my
to.
gosh, that's awesome.
Oh, so you've already looked?
Yeah. It's just showing it. Well, it's not their channel, but I watch stuff like this all the time too. I like seeing how there's like a show on one of those like PBS or something
Oh,
where they
okay.
show how
See, I
they
like
are doing
PBS.
some of.
You don't like PBS, but I love PBS.
I've been a supporter of PBS like for 20 years. I don't know
What
what
does
you're
that
talking about.
mean, supporter?
I actually support
I
them.
bet you don't watch any masterpiece on
I
PBS.
bet you I don't either. Shit. That's not what I'm here for. But I like Antique Roadshow.
I never watch that nonsense.
See,
I'm
but
watching the documentaries.
that's how I got into the fine art stuff. And then they had I don't know, it was some show that did
Nico's
fine
Wings.
art
Nico's Wings sounds
restoration.
like something, like a hot wings contest, but maybe I get.
So, but at any rate, thank you
All
for
right.
that. I will check that out and see if
El
that
Nicole, that's so good to see
sounds
her
good.
showing up here. That's great. All right. Well, I gotta roll a
Yeah,
little early,
do your thing, man.
and I got to get ready to go to jolly old England too.
Oh,
Monday.
oh, cool. Monday.
You know what? I'm kind of now I'm on the fence. You know why? Because this stupid government shutdown. How's that going to affect me at the airports?
It won't affect you.
I don't know about that.
They can't stop it, bro. They cannot stop air traffic
They could
over
slow
some
it
bullshit.
down. That's what I'm talking about. The lines are going to be terrible if
Oh well, you
this
better
thing
get there
goes through.
early. And at least you got to go to F terminal.
That's
You
my only
fly,
saving grace, maybe.
yeah, you're going to F
Maybe.
terminal. So
We'll see.
hopefully, I mean,
It's
but the
the
thing
first day
is,
of the shut. It's like Monday, so it's like the second day
oh
of the shutdown on a Monday. At least it's not a Monday morning.
yeah, this is when
Yeah,
global entry
I
has
tried to
crashed,
get global
definitely.
entry, and
Oh, you don't have global entry?
it's taken so long. I applied for it like 4 months ago. I have not heard anything since.
Wow,
It's just ridiculous. So I'm gonna be stuck there with all like the regular people.
bro. I see. I don't know that life. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know that life.
I'm gonna have to take
Can't
my
even
damn shoes
pretend.
off. I'm gonna have to take my shoes
What?
off and go through security. I know.
I don't. Ugh,
It's
ugh.
just ridiculous.
Oh no, I have no idea what that life is like. I'm serious.
And look,
That's
they're gonna
ugly.
so we're
But
now,
anyway, once you get overseas, you got to do it all.
yeah,
But you
and I'll
don't. But they don't ever make you take your shoes off. So
uh
ridiculous.
global and yeah, I don't think you want to say that, Alan. Don't say that at the airport. I don't think that'll be a good thing to say.
But you know what, man? I'm telling you, I don't know about other places, but Atlanta Airport. I mean, the line for
Oh,
global entry, right? The
I've
line for
seen it.
it's only like 10 people long
And
at,
which
at
is
any given
crazy,
time.
because like I was there Monday
Uh,
last week, Monday. It was the worst secure. It was Monday morning. I got there like at
yeah,
7:30.
it's horrible
I
on
had a 10
Mondays.
o'clock flight.
Yeah,
It took over an hour to get through
get through.
security.
And did you see how they block everything off? Where you can only go through to the
You have
middle,
to
you got to
go
walk
like,
all the way down and all the way up. And then I get around the corner, I'm like, oh shit, there's people standing in line.
oh,
You know what?
it's such a
I,
defeating thing.
I got lucky, and you know how they always have somebody standing near the line that'll open it up like, come this way, come this way. We need y'all to go this way real quick. And I got through, man. I got through within 10 minutes, 15 at the most. But yes, that Monday morning flying is for the birds.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not Monday morning flying ever again.
thanks, El Nicole. We appreciate you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
I know you had to deal with Brent too, but
where is
that's
she
okay.
watching? She's watching from LinkedIn. Of course
Well,
she
yeah,
is.
because I have no account.
You are no account. Anyway, I gotta go.
Goodbye.
You gotta go. We hope you have a great weekend, and probably won't see you next week because I'll be in the air flying back. Later.
Later.